Hi guys, it's Sharon here. Once again, welcome to my channel. Please do not forget to like this video, comment, share my videos, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about the firstborns and the responsibility we carry. Most of the time as firstborns, we go through a lot in families. And I remember seeing even somewhere that God, because you are a firstborn, God has put a responsibility in you. And I saw it again. It said that firstborns belong to God, and that is why we go through a lot. So today I felt like, let me share. Let us see the challenges and maybe the opportunities that come for you when you are a firstborn child. Now, so I would share a short story about me personally. So when I was growing up as a young kid, I used to stay with my parents, that's my dad and my mom. And sometimes I would go and visit my grandma during the holidays. That is after maybe when I'm back from school, the April holiday, or maybe August, or even the December holiday. Now, so I used to remember when I was growing up now with my parents, and a scenario with my mom. My mom would always punish me, even for the mistakes that I didn't do. Maybe the other sibling did it wrong, but I'm the one questioned. I'm the one asked why it happened that way. I don't know if you people went through the same. I remember even sometimes I would be punished for the wrongs that I totally didn't do. My mom used to tell me while I was young, I was very notorious, and I like being the ringleader. You know, I could even lead the others, the children from the neighborhood and so on, in making some play games and so forth. And I would literally forget about anything at home, like house chores and so forth, and I would join the rest, the other kids, just to play. And so my mom used to cane me every other time I did a mistake, even the simplest that I felt like she would have just let it go. She would punish me for that. Leave alone that. When my siblings grew up, I was the one punished for their own mistakes, and that one really, it made me feel bad a little bit, because I remember even asking my mom, I think you hate me. Why would you punish me so much than the rest of the siblings? Why? Why would you punish me than the rest of the children? And my mom said, you know, if you love, the one that is punished most is the one that is loved. And I asked her, does it mean you love me and you hate the rest? And she said, no, you are the firstborn. You lead the way. So if the firstborn is well corrected, then I'll not have any difficulty dealing with the rest. And I said, well, okay. Another scenario is with my dad. My dad used to buy books, and we had a home library. So when he bought books, he used to keep records that I have bought this book, revision book, this one is on the shelf, this one is there. And so I am the firstborn, and I am the one who used to have the books first. Then the rest I'll hand over to the next sibling, maybe the secondborn and so forth. Now, so it reached a point where I handed over the books well, because I know my dad is very strict. And when it comes to being responsible, especially with the property, he was just there to make sure you did the right thing. So I remember I gave out the books well, and my sister lost the book. And my dad, while going through the records, did not find the book. You know, he didn't even ask my sister, where is the book? It just came to me, where is the book? And you know, without much ado, he had sent for a cane, and I was caned. Anyway, to cut the long story short, Being a firstborn means you have to shoulder your siblings. You have to shoulder the mistakes of your siblings. Being a firstborn means you are the first. And so everyone is looking up to you. Your family, that is your father and your mother, and also your siblings. They are looking up to you. And when things go wrong, they tend to blame you. Sometimes we feel like we are hated, we are not loved. But let us think it in this manner. After all those scenarios, I've grown up to be the most responsible lady. Looking and comparing myself now with my siblings, I realize that I'm way better. Because none of them has the responsibility that I have. In fact, all of them feel like they don't take care of property they have. They don't think the way I used to. Because I remember when I was in high school, I could really figure out what I want in life. But for them, it's like they were being pampered. And right now, you are just trying to reason for them. Don't you see this? You need to work hard in school. You need to do this. You need to do this. You keep on reminding them. It doesn't sink. Remember, for me, I was not reminded. I was just reminded at the younger age. But when I reached high school, already I knew that I have to go for my goals. And I have to do the right thing. Anytime, any moment, I have to do the right thing because I want the best. But for them, they don't care. If they pass or not, they don't care. If they get good grades or not, they don't care. When it comes to life, they are not aggressive in life like I do. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just saying the truth. So, this responsibility that I was put so much into at a young age has made me become aggressive in life. It has made me to know that you have to be responsible. You have to do the right thing, whether someone is watching or not. You have to make the right decisions about your life, because any decision you make today has some consequences tomorrow. And are you ready to face the consequences? Because I remember even when I was joining campus for my bachelor's course, and I was the first one now to have a smartphone among my siblings. And now they used to say like, can you lend me? I want to do this, I want to do that. I would just tell them, you know what? Your time is coming. This is my phone. I will only give you when I feel it's necessary. And at some point, my younger brother would tell me, you're so strict. You look like grandma. And indeed, at some point, I have some traits that I borrowed from my grandma. My grandma, some of her things, for example, djembe, panga, farm tools, especially those which are so dear to her, she would never give it to anyone. Not at all. Not at all. She would be the only one using them. And I think at some point I have the same characters. And these ones is not just from the borrowed from my grandma, but also from the training that I got when I was growing up. I remember I was a little bit careless because I remember even losing some money and I was just scared. My dad could not bear with me within even, he would not give me even a chance to play around. Anyways, guys, what do you think about firstborn? What is your experience as a firstborn? Do you go through the same, or I'm the only one? How has it trained you so far? How has it molded you? Are you becoming better or worse? Do you live in the trauma, or you are running from maybe the trauma that you went through while you were growing up? So let's share. Let's see what we go through as firstborns, and also let's be positive about it, because when you become positive about anything in life, at the end of the day, you realize that it wasn't meant to harm you. And they say, I finish by saying, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade out of it. Otherwise, I don't have much. I love you guys. See you in the next episode. Let me see. what you think about all this.